reports, TMZ ended up obtaining footage of Chris, Usher, and many others. They were partying at the Skate Rock City roller rink in Las Vegas because um, roller rinks seem to be Usher's thing now. Like you see him wearing roller skates in his Vegas residency. They had the thing where down in Atlanta, and I get it when you're from the South and stuff. That roller skating and stuff was a big thing back then, and I think they're sort of trying to, well, not sort of, I think they're trying to bring it back. And why not? There was a lot of great things that I grew up with that I feel like it was so simple that you could just bring back. So anyway, so I believe that Usher threw Chris a party for his birthday, and everything was fine until apparently they said the word is, and this is from B Scott, so I have to give B Scott her flowers for reporting on this. I don't know why this story is freezing. I hope it doesn't affect my um, video, whatever. But yeah, Tiana Taylor was apparently involved. So what they're saying is, I don't know why it's okay. It's not moving, but anyway. So apparently they were saying that what had happened was Chris Brown was not pleased that Tiana Taylor was at the event and had asked her to leave because he believed, they said it stemmed basically from the American Music Awards. Now, if you guys remember, at the American Music Awards, Chris Brown says that he was supposed to perform a Michael Jackson medley, which everybody was here for. They were like, you know what? He is someone who admires Michael Jackson. He is like, one of the things I'll say about Chris Brown, he may be an okay singer, but the one thing he does relatively well is he could dance his ass off. So we can't take that from him. And I believe that's why they wanted him for the tribute. So basically it says, B. Scott has said that Chris Brown was angered by seeing Tiana at the party and wanted her gone. The beef stems from Chris canceled American Music Awards, American Idol, child. That shit need to be canceled. American Music Awards Michael Jackson tribute performance. Apparently, Tiana was involved in the performance in some capacity, but pulled out due to other obligations. And Chris feels like it's a big reason as to why the performance ultimately got canceled. Now, when Chris saw Tiana at his party, he approached her to air out his grievances and tell her to leave. Tiana made it clear that Chris's behavior was out of line, repeatedly telling him he was on one, suggesting that he was under the influence of something. Yeah, we know what it was, girl. Because I don't think it was alcohol. And we known for years, like, Chris be giving off, he love that narcotic. In the words of Ike Turner, and what's love got to do with it? Now, Chris didn't take too well to Tiana's pushback. Oh, of course he didn't, because it's a woman talking back to him. He having flashbacks to when his daddy used to beat his mama and when he used to beat Rihanna in that damn car, which basically was the catapult of the decline of his career. The beginning of the end, I should say, of his career. And the verbal altercation escalated, prompting Usher to step in and defend Tiana. Chris and his crew eventually had enough and decided to take things outside. That's when Usher followed Chris and his crew out to the parking lot. The altercation reportedly resumed, and that's when, according to B. Scott's sources, CB, that would be Chris Brown, and his crew beat Usher's ass. Y'all had to put it like that. We're told not only did Usher have a bloody broken nose, but that he also had bruised, injured ribs. Neither Chris, Usher, or Tiana have publicly acknowledged the altercation, which was first reported by Hollywood Unlocked earlier this morning. Now, both Usher and Chris Brown are scheduled to perform at today's Lovers and Friends Festival in Las Vegas. Well, I did see footage that Usher did appear at the Lovers and Friends Festival. He was performing, I think it was in daylight. The sun was out. There's a video that's floating around that he was performing, and Usher made it seem like all was well with the world. Like there was no beef, there was no issues. It's all love here, typical. He is such a showman, and so Hollywood. Like Usher is not gonna come out and make it seem like there was some drama going on, even though we got evidence, of the situation. Well, we don't really have evidence, but we seen like there seemed to be a little tension when they were talking. But I seen like on the Shade Room had posted a video of Usher And he seemed fine. The nose didn't look broke to me, and I ain't see no cuts and no blood and no bruises. Well, Usher is dark skin. You can hide a little bruisation if you want to. You could throw some, have somebody put some makeup on you, clean you up. I didn't see no cuts and no bruises on him, so he looks fine. But they're saying that he suffered from bruised and possibly broken ribs. And so yeah, he was there. And to me, it's like, it's unfortunate that we're at a time where this boy, Chris, does not know how to handle his anger. My thing is, if you have an issue with someone, you better hope a pretty mom was there, because he probably whooped that ass. Maybe he wasn't there. Chris, typically, typical behavior, stepping on woman as the aggressor. It doesn't look good on you because you have this ongoing reputation. It's feeding into that negative reputation that you have. This whole bad boy wannabe Bobby Brown image is not becoming of you. Someone who's so immensely talented just ruins everything about his music and being an artist because of the shenanigans, because you don't know how to act when you're around people. So I will keep you guys abreast of the story as it develops, because this is basically what we have right now. But it's unfortunate, because here's the thing: I know y'all wanted that versus between Chris Brown and Usher. This, we did want the versus, but this ain't the one we asked for. But I guess, since Mercury is that bitch, she's a retrograde, and she want to show up and show out. I guess when you put things out in the universe of what we want, we may not get it the way we want it, but when we get it, it is. So we got in the form of a scuffle. And the weird part is, Usher has shown mad respect for someone like Usher, because Usher's been around longer. Usher is older. Usher's what? He'll be 45 this year. Still look like he's 25. That black don't cry. I tell you, my generation, we don't age, yeah.